Today, a mysterious substance started taking over the Fortnite island, but I have something hilarious to show you. First, equip any skin that only has 3 fingers, and equip the Respect the Peace emote, and now watch what happens. He's literally flipping us off. And with time running out in Chapter 3, Season 3, with us having less than 2 weeks left, that means our next Battle Pass is right around the corner. I'm gonna be hooking up a bunch of people with the thumbs up button on this video with the Season 4 Battle Pass. So once you hit it, make sure you leave a comment down below with your epic ID. With each day that passes, the reality tree becomes more and more powerful as it siphons energy from the 0 point, causing it to become more and more destabilized. That has caused the spread of a mysterious substance across the Fortnite island. First, look how close we are to 4.26 million subscribers. We couldn't be any closer. It truly would mean the world to me if you could hit that subscribe button and be my 4.26 million subscriber. Last video, I asked you guys to name this emote, and there's a bunch of people on the screen right now who got it right. For this video, we have a new emote. If you know the name of this, make sure to leave it down below in the comments. But we've wasted too much time. The Fortnite island is being taken over. We have a lot to talk about. Let's get into it. Now, before we hop in game and check out the major map update, we all know that over the last few weeks here on the Fortnite map, many different members of the 7 have actually began to go missing, leaving nothing behind but one item for each member, like a helmet or a sword, leaving only the Origin, the Scientist, and the Paradigm remaining. But that didn't last long, because on Friday of last week, the Paradigm also disappeared, which just so happened to be on the exact same day where we got that teaser where you can see the Paradigm's hand coming out of the oil, as well as the Scientist, who was originally located at the Synapse station, is gone as well. And even the Origin, the last remaining member of the 7, has also disappeared. At first, we all just assumed that the members of the 7 entered the 0 point along with Foundation and Jonesy, because after all, we literally saw one of the sisters fall into the 0 point at the end of the live event. But in this week's Vibe-In quest, the Paradigm is actually gonna reveal the real truth. She'll go on to say the following.
I found the Scientist. He's in his underground biolab researching that strange substance spreading across the island. The Visitor is there too, along with the Origin. We've been asked to find and bring some 7 gear to the lab.
So apparently, the 7 actually have a secret base located underneath the Synapse station. 3 members of the 7, the Scientist, the Visitor, and the Origin, are currently there researching. And you remember the strange substance they mentioned? Well, that goo is actually responsible for removing the Paradigm from the Fortnite map, as we saw in that leaked Season 4 teaser. And speaking of the goo, we're just about to hop in game and reveal the major map update. But first, with the strange substance taking over the Fortnite map, even going so far to literally get rid of the Paradigm, it's not that crazy for us to assume that the Bloom Watcher, who was revealed in this season's trailer, have something to do with these recent disappearances, because after all, the reality tree is literally sucking up the 0 point's energy, literally making it more powerful and more powerful as each day goes by, causing the 0 point to start to send out some massive energy flares. Now, the last time the 0 point did this, it ended up attracting the attention of Galactus, so it's not that far-fetched to think that this time around, it attracted the attention of the Bloom Watcher and the last reality, resulting in all of the black goo we see on the map. That couldn't be further from the truth, and the real answer is within the Chapter 3 Season 3 Battle Pass, where we actually received a brand new skin for this season, known as the Malik skin. Some of you may have noticed at the Rave Cave, there's actually a throne sitting there that is allegedly for Malik. Now, the entire season, it's been a mystery to me as to exactly why he gets a throne at the Rave Cave, as I just assumed that Malik had to be the king of raves or something like that. But it turns out Malik could actually be responsible for the goo, because as you can see on his back bling, known as the Griffin's Talon, you're actually able to see almost the exact same image we saw in the Season 4 teaser, where you see a hand coming out of a bunch of goo. You're even able to see an animal of some form, depicted to be destroying an evil monster using a sword, and I'm pretty sure that the sword actually belongs to the Imagine, since she literally left that behind when she disappeared from the map. I think it's also pretty safe to assume that the evil character we see being destroyed is very likely to be Geno, and everything we see depicted on Malik's back bling is likely a teaser for next season's live event. I don't think this is 100% enough proof to say that Malik is responsible for the goo around the map, but don't worry, we have way more info on the goo that I'll reveal in a moment. But first, we actually have good reason to believe that the Cube Queen could be involved in all of this, because you may remember all the way back in Chapter 1 Season 6 when we received the Butterfly event, the Cube cube at the center of the map began dripping down into the 0 point, which took all of us to an alternate reality where for the first time ever we were introduced to the butterfly rift. It was later revealed to be closely tied to the cube queen, as you can literally see a bunch of those rift butterflies flying around her, and she even crushes one of them in her hand. Now there are 3 different types of butterflies. There's the blue, there's the purple, and then there's also the orange version. And now we're here inside a battle lab because believe it or not, the rift butterflies have once again returned to the map. And when you're in game, they only show up as these little tiny specks of light you're able to see on your screen. But once you go into replay mode, you're able to see the actual rift butterflies. And they're all here, even the blue, the orange, as well as the purple rift butterflies, each corresponding with a different color cube that we had on the Season 8 map. This could very well be Epic Games teasing the return of the Cube Queen, because after all, we don't really know what happened to her after the map flipped over. But either way, you're definitely going to want to keep your eyes on these different rift butterflies. But now, it's finally time to reveal the new map change, where the strange substance that we talked about earlier in the video has officially began spreading across the Fortnite map. And it all starts off right here on the Fortnite spawn island, where the very first bit of the strange substance can be found. Not mistaken, I believe it's actually located right over here on this boardwalk. Oh, we're running out of time, boys. The game is just about to start. Oh dear. Okay, we're gonna have to go to replay mode. But you'll notice that right behind this little fishing barrel, there's actually some mysterious oily footprints. That's only the beginning, because right here where there's actually this weird little stage, underneath that, you're also able to find more of the exact same oily substance, as well as even more mysterious oily footprints to go along with it. And I know why this is happening. You remember a couple weeks ago when we saw the reality root pop up on the spawn island? Well, now take a look at the reality root. It's literally bloomed into a full-on reality tree. However, unlike every other location that has a reality root, this doesn't rotate between different point of interest, but instead is likely responsible for bringing the new oily substance that can be found. And speaking of those mysterious footprints, I'm pretty sure that actually belongs to the crew pack skin known as the Federa skin, because as you can see, the description of the skin actually reads a dark sea witch with unknowable power. Also, in her loading screen, you're literally able to see a version of her where she's made out of the black goo, and the black goo is actually falling from the sky. But the biggest piece of information actually has to do with the shoes that we see this skin wearing, as it appears to almost match up perfectly with the different footsteps we see on the spawn island. We're able to get a little bit more information by looking at the description of her pickaxe, where it literally says, "Lurk in the shadows wherever you go." Obviously, the shadows that they're referring to is probably this mysterious black goo that started popping up on the Fortnite map, as well as the exact same black goo we're able to see in this skin's loading screen. And in the description of the loading screen, we're able to find out more information because it literally says light is so easily blotted out by darkness, which was a teaser right in front of our eyes this entire time, hinting at the black mysterious goo that is about to start covering the entire Fortnite map that we get to see for the very first time in a small area on the spawn island. So I think it's pretty much 100% confirmed that these mysterious footsteps do indeed belong to her. However, at this exact moment, how she actually plays into the Fortnite storyline still remains a mystery, even though it's incredibly likely that it is something to do with the reality tree draining the power from the 0 point. As we get closer and closer to Season 4, this black goo is going to start covering more and more of the Fortnite map. It's very possible that on the last day of the season that we could see the entire Fortnite map covered, and as soon as that happens, I'm going to make a tweet keeping you guys updated on all the latest news over my Twitter account at HomeGamesYT. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.